Cases of a deadly form of meningitis are popping up across Texas after some people got elective surgery in Mexico. The KVUE Defenders have been tracking a rise in fungal meningitis cases linked to 2 clinics in Matamoros. And now state health officials tell Fort Sanders all the cases have one thing in common. Anyone who's had surgery at 2 clinics should seek medical treatment. Here's Ford.
In February, Lauren Robinson from Vidor, Texas, headed to Matamoros, Mexico for cosmetic surgery.
I mean, the results were great. Everything was good. She started going back to work. And then she just kept constantly telling me, hey, I have a headache. Something's not right.
Her husband, Garrett Robinson, spoke with our sister station in Beaumont, Texas on May 25th. At the time, Lauren was hospitalized in Galveston. After battling a fungal meningitis infection and suffering from multiple strokes, Lauren passed away 6 days later on May 31st.
I don't want anybody to have to go through what I've went through and still going through.
Lauren's infection and others have been linked to these 2 clinics in Matamoros, Riverside Surgical Center and Clínica K3.
Que nos pueden platicar o si tienen unos datos que nosotros podamos saber sobre la situación que está pasando en la clínica.
KVUE News reached out to both clinics but didn't hear back. Dr. Jennifer Shuford with the Texas Department of State Health Services says there's a commonality in these specific cases.
People who are getting this fungal meningitis have had epidural anesthesia, meaning they had a small needle put into their back around their spinal cord and had anesthesia that way.
According to medicaltourismmex.com, 1.2 million Americans visit Mexico every year for medical-related tourism and are said to save anywhere from 35 to 80% on procedures. Let's take a look at some of these cases that have been popping up in Texas. Well, this red dot right here shows the proximity of Matamoros to the Texas-Mexico border. And as of May 16th, there were 5 cases of fungal meningitis and 1 death related to work done at these 2 clinics. As of June 7th, 18 Texans have been infected with fungal meningitis from cosmetic procedures done in Matamoros, and 3 have died so far.
The clinics in Matamoros did give us lists of patients that they took care of during those months where we know there were cases. We assume that some people didn't make it onto that list, though.
Dr. Shuford says this isn't something that normally spreads from person to person, so outbreaks aren't likely. But anyone who's gotten work done in the region should get checked out.
The symptoms can start slowly, but then they'll start to experience things like headache and fever and a stiff neck. The evaluation that's recommended is getting imaging of the brain, so an MRI, as well as evaluation of their spinal fluid through a lumbar puncture.
Robinson says none of this was worth it.
If your wife's bugging you like she did me, I really want to go. I heard this person did this and I talked to this person. Man, make her mad. Don't do it. It's not worth it.
In Austin, for the KVUE Defenders, I'm Ford Sanders.